Today, we're hopping into the world of one of nature's most fascinating creatures, frogs. They might look small and slimy, but these amphibians have some truly mind-blowing abilities. We're talking about breathing through their skin, surviving being frozen solid, and even changing color like a chameleon. Frogs have been around for over 200 million years, which means they're older than most dinosaurs. They've watched continents drift apart and climates shift. And yet somehow, they're still here, thriving in ponds, rainforests, deserts, and even the Arctic Circle. Stick around till the end, because fact number 10 might completely change the way you see these little jumpers. Fact 1. Frogs can breathe through their skin. That's right, they don't rely only on lungs like we do. Their skin is incredibly thin and full of tiny blood vessels, allowing them to absorb oxygen straight from the water or humid air. When they're underwater, they literally exchange gases right through their skin in a process called cutaneous respiration. Some frogs, like the completely lungless Barbarula calamantanensis from Borneo, take it to the extreme. They've evolved without lungs at all, surviving entirely by skin breathing. This is also why frogs need to keep their skin moist. If they dry out too much, they can't breathe properly. Fact 2. There are over 7,000 species of frogs. That's right, frogs are one of the most diverse groups of vertebrates on the planet. You'll find them everywhere, from the Amazon rainforest to the sands of the Australian desert. The tiniest of all, Pediphrenomounsis from Papua New Guinea, is smaller than a dime and can sit comfortably on your fingernail. At the other end of the scale, the Goliath frog of West Africa can grow over a foot long and weigh more than a kilogram. And get this, it can leap nearly 10 feet in a single jump. Scientists are still discovering new species every year, sometimes in the most unexpected places, like urban parks or hidden mountain streams. Fact 3. Frogs are environmental indicators. They are sometimes called canaries in the coal mine because their health reflects the health of the environment. Their permeable skin and complex life cycle, which is half in water and half on land, make them extremely sensitive to changes in air, water, and soil. When frogs start disappearing, it's often the first warning that something's wrong: pollution, pesticides, or disease. In fact, scientists often monitor frog populations to track the effects of climate change and habitat loss. So, when frogs thrive, it usually means the ecosystem is doing well too. Fact 4. Some frogs can survive being frozen solid. It sounds impossible, but the wood frog of North America does it every single winter. When temperatures drop, it literally freezes solid. Its heart stops, it stops breathing, and ice crystals form in its body. But instead of dying, it produces special sugars like glucose that act as a natural antifreeze, preventing its cells from rupturing. It can stay frozen for months, and when spring arrives, it thaws out and hops away as if nothing happened. Scientists are actually studying this frog's biology to learn how to preserve human organs for transplant. Nature might just hold the key to cryogenic technology. Fact 5. Frogs have incredible jumping power. Ever wondered how high a frog can jump? Proportionally, some frogs can leap over 20 times their own body length. That's like a human jumping over a 2-story building. Their secret is in their anatomy. They have powerful hind legs with long tendons that store energy just like a spring. When they leap, all that stored energy is released in an explosive burst. More fascinating, frogs don't always land perfectly. They've evolved special shock-absorbing muscles that help them stick their landings without injury. Fact 6. Their eyes do more than just see. Frogs' eyes are positioned on top of their heads, giving them a wide field of view, while most of their bodies stays hidden underwater. They can see in almost every direction at once, which helps them spot predators and prey. But here's something really weird. Frogs use their eyes to swallow, spit. When a frog eats, its eyes actually sink down into its skull, pushing the food into its throat. So the next time you see a frog blink after eating, it's literally using its eyeballs to help it digest. Also, frogs have night vision far better than ours. Some can even see colors in the dark. Fact 7. Frogs communicate with their voices, and each species has its own song. From deep croaks to high-pitched chirps and whistles, frogs are some of the most vocal animals on the planet. Males usually call to attract females or defend their territory. Does Loud, balloon-like sacs you see under their throats are vocal sacs. They inflate and act like amplifiers, sending sound waves far across the water. In the rainforest, the chorus can be deafening. Some species even synchronize their calls, creating rhythmic patterns like nature's own music. And yes, you can identify a frog species just by its call, the same way you might recognize a bird's song. Fact 8. Some frogs are deadly poisonous. The bright, beautiful poison dart frogs of Central and South America are among the deadliest animals on Earth. Their skin contains potent toxins. Just one tiny frog has enough poison to kill several adult humans. Interestingly, these frogs don't produce the toxin themselves. They get it from the insects they eat in the wild. In captivity, when they're fed a safe diet, they lose their toxicity completely. Indigenous people once used these poisons to coat blow darts for hunting, which is how they got the name dart frog. So while they're stunningly beautiful, they're definitely better admired from a distance. Fact 9. Frogs start life as fish-like creatures. Every frog begins life as a tadpole, a small wriggling creature that breathes through gills and swims like a fish. Over time, through a process called metamorphosis, the tadpole grows legs, develops lungs, loses its tail, and transforms into a fully formed frog. Geez, it's one of the most dramatic transformations in nature. And here's a twist. Not all frogs follow the same script. Some species skip the tadpole stage entirely, hatching directly into miniature frogs. Others, like the Suriname toad, carry their developing young inside pockets on their backs until they emerge fully formed. Fact 10. Frogs are disappearing fast, and they need our help. Despite their resilience, nearly 1/3 of all frog species are currently at risk of extinction. Steps. The biggest threats include habitat loss, pollution, climate change, and a deadly fungal infection called chytridomyces that spreads rapidly through populations. Entire species have already vanished in just the past few decades. But there's still hope. Conservationists around the world are racing to protect them. Zoos and research centers are breeding endangered frogs in captivity, restoring wetlands, and studying how to fight the fungus. Even small actions can help, like keeping local ponds clean, planting native plants, or avoiding pesticides that harm amphibians. By protecting frogs, we're also protecting countless other species that depend on the same habitats. And here's a bonus fact for you. Frogs have inspired human technology. Believe it or not, engineers have studied frog skin for ideas in creating new water-resistant materials. And their jumping biomechanics have influenced robotics design. Some scientists are even developing tiny robots modeled after frog legs, small, flexible machines that can jump or swim efficiently. Once again, nature leads innovation. So there you have it, 10 and a bonus amazing facts about frogs. From their superpowers to their struggles, these little amphibians prove that nature is full of wonder, mystery, and beauty. Frogs may be small, but they play a huge role in keeping ecosystems balanced by eating insects, feeding larger animals, and even helping humans by controlling pests. 2. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into the incredible world of animals. Thanks for watching.